Hello, my name is David Yeiser, and I'm the creator of the Export Code plugin for Figma. So what I wanted to do here was just give you a quick end-to-end walkthrough, taking a set of icons from Figma all the way to React, just to kind of give you an idea what the plugin can do. So what we have here is I've copied the radix icon set from the modules team, and this is a nice set of icons. They're named well. And they provide just kind of a good demonstration of what the plugin can do. So we'll go ahead and load our plugin here. And I haven't changed these at all. The only thing that I've changed is I have copied over the arrow icons to show an example of variants, which we'll get to here in a little bit. And so the way the plugin works is you can select a frame, component, or instance, and if you select a frame, for example, and it has entities inside of it, it will export all of those. So if we select this icons frame here, you can see that there's 264 assets in here that will be exported. You can also, any component or anything like that, you can export individually. Like say I wanted to export that sun icon, I can type and that shows up there, and you can export it as a single asset. However, we're going to, for this example, we're going to export the whole set here. So I'm going to load that back in. And then I'll hit the button there. Then what this does is it goes through each asset and converts it to a React component based on our template code that we have there. And so once it's finished, you can go through, and if you wanted, you could, kind of inspect your list there. Since these icons are all the same color, it notes that here, and that also gives us several color props that we can use with the components. If you wanted to, you can you can look at the individual code for each component. You can copy it if you just needed one of those. But we'll go ahead and we'll download the whole thing here and save that zip file. And then we'll unzip this. And you can see we have all of our components here. Now if we switch over to, this is our just sample React project we have. I'm going to go ahead and grab, I'll just take all of these components that we exported there, and I'm going to copy them in to our components folder there. And so there is all the components that we just exported from Figma. Then over here, I picked up 7 components. You can see they're being imported from our components that we just got from Figma. And then if we come over here, we can see here are our icons that we, components. The icons went from Figma, and now they're React components. And since they were all the same color, and we're using the default template that comes with the plugin, we have several color props that are available to us. And so we can pass a color to the icon if we wanted. We could do a hover color. If you come back over here, you can see that's purple, then you hover over, it's red. It's kind of hard to see, so there's also some width and height components. So if we change that width prop there, you can see now our icon is larger, and now we can see that. So now going back over to Figma, the other thing that the plugin does is if you have a set of components or a set of assets that are very similar. And so for this example, I collected these arrow icons, and I've put them in this arrows frame here. I'll call this arrow variants so we can more easily see it over here. I'll restart that. And so what we do here is these are named according to a pattern that the plugin expects. We have a default that will be used as a default render for the component. And then we can add as many variants as we want here. And the pattern is you have a slash, and then you have the prop name here, and then the different values it can be. So we'll go ahead and run our plugin again. And you can see you can mix props. You can have duplicate props here. And so I'll just search for variants. And so here we see we have 25 assets of these icons here. We'll go ahead and prepare that. Now this is a little different. You can see in the report that's only one component. And so over here you can see this has extracted our variants, our props that we added here. And then it did the color check as well. And so in this case, we'll just copy this code here since we don't need to download a whole set of components. I will make a new component here. I'll just call it arrow, and then we'll paste our code there. And now we'll import it, and we'll do a new row here. So those are our old icons, and then here is our new variant icon. And so you can see this is just going with the default version there because we haven't specified any props. So let's say we wanted to do an arrow going down. I believe that was, the prop was type, or I'm sorry, it was direction down. So there we've passed same component, and we've just passed a prop to it to change it. And then so we can mix props here, so we'll do another one, a triangle down. And so we'll keep the direction down, and then we'll do type is triangle. So here we have two props on the same component, and you can see we have it rendered as such. And then like the other icons, if they're the same color, and depending on what you have in your template, if you edit that, you can also use the same types of props that we were using before here. So we'll make this a green, and we'll make it larger. And as you can see, it adjusts accordingly.